Shalom, shalom. Koholo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKadosh, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai. Shalom. In double honors, they rule well, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% true. Shalom to the elder bishops, the elders, and the prophets, and the teachers and evangelists of Great Millstone. Shalom to the speckled bird, confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Shalom. And this is an in-transit video on my way to campsite to do the work, baby. And I'm entitled this in-transit video, "The Nations Will Serve Israel." Because, I mean, the people that understand and know these scriptures, understand what's in the scriptures. It's like, you know, you wacky-jacky Christians and, you know, you heathen nations and so on, and you unlearned and unstudied people, you don't understand what's going to happen in the scriptures. That's because Yahweh and Yahushua is not dealing with you on that level. And you don't realize that all the nations are going to have to serve Israel. And it's only right when you ask yourself, when you truly look on what's going on in the world, they have to serve us. And we are Israel. Israel consists of you Native American Indians, you so-called Spanish, and you so-called Negroes as well. You make up the 12 tribes of Israel, from Judah all the way down to Issachar. So I'm just going to roughly paraphrase some of these scriptures that I have. And, you know, I'll give you some precepts too. And in your time, you know, you can look them up and check it out for yourself. You know what I mean? First scripture I have is Isaiah 14 and 2. And it reads, roughly paraphrasing, not verbatim, "The people shall take them and bring them. Israel shall possess them in the land for servants and for handmaids." We understand what servants and handmaids mean. You know, it's a fancy way of saying slavery. There'll be captives who were captives and rule over their oppressors. So who are the people who oppress the people that I've just mentioned to you that are Israel? Those Native American Indians, the Spanish, and those Negroes, they are the children of Israel, and they are being oppressed. And who are they being oppressed by? They're being oppressed by Esau and the other heathen nations, but mainly Esau. Esau's on top. Esau's in a ruling seat, and Esau is the one who's dictating the things that are happening. And they will serve us because prophecy says so. And prophecy never fails. I don't care who you are and what you think. Prophecy has never failed, and is going to continue to pass. So right now we understand too that we're coming down to the crunch period, coming down the pike, as Elder Apostle Ramlop say. And you know, Trump is bringing out those orders, man. He's secretly and he's publicly making moves to bring these prophecies to fruition, that sea hip is about to get ready to come. They're setting up for famine, and then they're going to bring also pestilence. Every 10 years in the ghettos where Jake dwell, every 10 years there's always a new pestilence. There's always some kind of new disease, and there's always some kind of new drug that they use. Jake has stopped trying out the new drugs because the drugs are even more powerful. You know, they still smoke their marijuana, but they're poisoning that too. So now, you know, when you smoke your marijuana, you're getting yourself caught up with that too. So you got to be careful with that. And really, just if you can, not if you can, pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to leave all the Esau's and the heathens' devices to themselves. You know what I'm saying? The only thing Jake can't stop doing is having sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's even killing you because this pestilence, these diseases that are coming out, HIV is spiked back up. You know what I'm saying? And all that means is people are having more unprotected sex, and there's a lot of people sleeping with a lot of people. That means there's a lot of promiscuous sex, adultery, sex. Women are sleeping with different men, and men have different partners of women, and you know what I'm saying? This is a form of trying to, pleasing your flesh and blood. When you really, you know what I'm saying, like you're not achieving nothing out of this but a feeling. It's almost like being a drug addict, because that's what they deal with. They do the drugs that they do, and then they feel a certain way for a certain amount of time, and then the feeling's gone, so now they're chasing it again. You know what I'm saying? So your law, you squirrels winning the wheel, you dogs chasing your own tail. A good precept is Jeremiah 51:20, and another one is Revelation 2:26. Those are good precepts for you. Another scripture is Isaiah 16:12. Paraphrasing, it says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. The nations shall be wasted." And what does that mean? That they're going to be destroyed. They're going to die, and not, because we got to have the slaves to continue to do the work for us, because they got to work their 1,000-year period. That's a prophecy as well. So, for those in these specific nations, preferably mainly Esau, to not follow and do what we tell you to do is going to be your death. And then Yahweh Shai is just going to bring you back, you know what I'm saying, right out of the spirit world, and we're going to put you right back in slavery at a certain age, when you grow back up on the earth. Because we're going to have powers over nations, and we're not going to age. We're not going to die. This is why Esau and the other nations are jealous and hate us that much, because they understand, or they know, the true elite ones, not you regular low levels, and even some of you low levels, lesser luminarians. The Most High is see that deer right there? You're gonna serve us, and you're gonna keep coming back, and you're gonna do your 1,000-year period. You're not gonna get away from that. You gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Just like you got us out here working, you're gonna be working. You're gonna wake up tired and frustrated, and your body beating you down, and we're not gonna have those problems anymore. Our bodies are gonna be perfect like Yahweh Shai's and the angels. A good good precepts for that is Wisdom of Solomon 3:8 and Zechariah 14:17. Those are good precepts for Isaiah 16:12. Another scripture is Leviticus 25:46, and it talks about paraphrasing. Ye shall take them as an inheritance. So our inheritance will be that you are going to work for us. You're going to do this. You're going to be slaves to us. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in servitude to us. And we're going to have your women as concubines, and we're going to put your sons and your people out there to bust their ass and work in that hot sun. Oh boy, can't wait. And that's what it's going to be. But it says after your children. So our children are also going to grow, just like your children have inherited us as slaves. So will y'all, and we're going to be forever. So all you're going to do is be born again and go back into servitude to us. Oh yeah, we're going to own you, Esau, and you other nations, and they shall be your bondmen forever. But your brethren shall not rule over. So we're not going to put Israelites into slavery, because that did happen as well. When you study history and know that certain Israelites did put other Israelites into slavery, we're not going to have to do that. And then in the ancient days, we didn't necessarily put each other into slavery, but if we had a debt to a fellow Israelite brethren, it was considered servitude for a certain amount of time to pay off your debt. But there's not going to be that, because everybody in Israel is going to be rich. as far as the Israelites. We're all gonna have slaves. And yeah, we're getting free labor. But we're gonna be righteous about how we carry on and deal with y'all, but y'all still gonna be servitude to us forever. You're gonna belong to us. You're gonna be our possessions, just like the elites feel about us today, about them, you know, as far as us, because we're slaves to them. We're in bondage to them. You know what I mean? But it's going to reverse. Yahweh Shai is going to reverse it, and it's going to be such a beautiful thing. Can't wait. Can't wait. You know what I mean? That's why we go out and do this work, and go out and preach and teach, and, you know, all the things that's necessary to please the Most High and His Son. For those who truly understand, because we truly realize that our time is coming. A good precept is Jeremiah 27:7, Isaiah 49:6. Those are good precepts. All of these bike gangs and these gangs and all of this nonsense and wickedness is coming to an end. Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai. Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. One more scripture I got. Revelations 13:10. Simple one. This is a great one. It's simple though. He that leadeth into slavery shall go. Salaki. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience of the saints. Roughly paraphrasing. And I mean, that's self-explanatory on how that happens. 2 Maccabees 1:28 and Sirach 39:28 are good precepts to read. Now you may be like, well, where's where is Maccabees at in Sirach? That's in the Apocrypha. And you have to understand that in order for you to get this true 100% truth or understanding, you must have the Apocrypha scriptures, which are validated. And you study the history, you realize that they knew Esau's a clever devil. He's the evil genius. But they knew that in order for them to continue to prosper as long as they have to this day, that they have to take away knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so that you Israelites won't get it. A great scripture to always converse. I mean, a great scripture to always go back to read for good understanding is Psalms 83. That helps out a lot. So, I'll be rocked to say you're edified with the quick lesson, man. I just wanted to kind of speak a little bit about, you know, the happy feeling of, happy feelings of the nations having to serve us, you know. So I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that. And we understand what's going to happen because we're about to enter into hardcore Jacob's trouble. And when that happens, we have to prepare ourselves for everything that's going to happen. And understand that at the end of it, there's a victory and there's a great prize to have with it. So with that, I'm going to say, Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors again to the elder apostles of GMS on down. And shalom to the elect. Shalom.